To avoid further unknown issues, Marius is discharged with the doctor's permission to rest a few more days at home after his wounds are tended to. Besides the scheduled re-examination, you and the family doctor are responsible for following up on Marius' condition. After he improves, the doctor suggests that the two of you can start rehabilitating with simple activities. And so the treasure hunt event that Marius planned previously is once again on the itinerary. Phew, the treasure chest you said you were waiting to open should all be here, right? Yep, it's time to get excited. There are a ton of goodies in here that will surprise you. Hehe, what if I dig up skeletons from your past? Then we'll have a laugh about it. It's a win-win. There are a lot of boxes. It looks like we have a lot of treasure chests to open. Haha, the greater the number of treasure chests, the more surprises we'll find. But remember to tell me if you're feeling tired. I'll be sure to tell you all about my past stories. Sure, then let's get started. Marius' bedroom. As the two of you continue organizing the stuff, many of the larger items are reorganized while a number of other items are moved to Mary's room. While going through the smaller things, a ball-up piece of paper catches your attention. What is this? Huh? A second place award for a sports festival? Maris, why was this award all crumpled up? Ah, that. You and Maris are standing with your backs to one another as he leans in to take a look at the ball of paper. There should be another sports festival award from the year after. You should look at that one instead. That one was the first place award. You go through the box and find the first place award for the following year. So you were quite the athlete when you were in elementary school. Of course, talented people need to be spectacular in all areas. It's just a sport festival, so getting first place really wasn't that hard. So how do you explain the second place award? I mean, it kinda looks like someone's trying to destroy evidence or something. Seeing that he hasn't followed up with a joke as he usually does, you think for a moment that you said something inappropriate. You immediately start to find a way to salvage the situation. But second place, first place, they're both amazing. After all, they're both on the podium, right? It's understandable that you ask a lot of yourself. Actually, it's more of the childish competitiveness that I had when I was little. I don't mind it as much now that I'm older. He suddenly turns around and takes the wrinkle award from your hand. He places it on the ground and attempts to straighten it out. There was a boy in our class. He was a bully. He would get first place every time during the sports festival and steal the spotlight. Many who were unaware of his bad behavior overlooked his terrible nature. So I thought to myself, I'll definitely take the first place award at the sports festival away from him. That way people will learn about his true character. The first year, I didn't practice enough and was a few points shy of his. He teased me quite a bit for that. So you got so angry that you balled up the award? Yep, not only is being second place meaningless in a situation like that, but it even ended up fueling his ego. But that's okay, because the next year, Mary smiles and takes the second award and smashes it on top of the first one. I beat him in all of the events as well as in total points. I beat him across the board. He was so embarrassed that day. You're not showing any reaction to such an exciting story. After you finish listening to his story with a straight face and hearing his confused follow-up question, you are unable to hold back the smile lurking on the corner of your lips. Because it sounds really cool and cute, I had to think about how I'm going to praise you. You reassured him with a smile on your face and gave him a huge hug. It's everything you expected from someone you've been so deeply in love with. You like everything about him, including how he was as a kid. Marius is shocked for a second. He then chuckles and pats you on the back. I really enjoyed that compliment. It's wonderful that we're going through the old things. I'm being rewarded for an award from so many years ago. Hugh, the treasure chest you said you were waiting to open should all be here, right? Yep, it's time to get excited. There are a ton of goodies in here that will surprise you. Hehe, what if I dig up skeletons from your past? Then we'll have a laugh about it. It's a win-win. There are a lot of boxes. It looks like we have a lot of treasure chests to open. Haha, the greater the number of treasure chests, the more surprises we'll find. But remember to tell me if you're feeling tired, I'll be sure to tell you all about my past stories. Sure, then let's get started. Mary's bedroom. Huh? What happened to this gift stocking? In the box of souvenirs Mary's just opened up, a gift stocking immediately catches your attention. Its original decorations are very pretty, but it seems like it was once overly packed with stuff, and its shape is now warped. Hey, that's not something to mess around with. That thing is basically a magic stocking. Magic? Marius leans over two boxes and grabs the stocking from your hand. Watch closely. He holds onto the top of the stocking and circles it in the air. The moment the other end of the stocking drops down, there seems to be something weighing it down. Look. Marius turns the originally empty stocking upside down and several pieces of candy begin to fall out. That's amazing! Where did you put the candy inside? I have no idea how you did that. I told you, it's magic. It's not easy to explain magic. He smiles as he unwraps a piece of candy. He first stuffs one into your mouth and another in his. When I was little, I remember hearing someone talk about a holiday where if you hang a stocking on your bed, you'll be able to receive presents. But I missed out on the actual holiday, so I hung up the stocking on my birthday instead. Marius talks with the candy in his mouth. The bulge the candy has formed on his cheek is making his words hard to understand. However, as he touches the stocking in a sentimental way, you can feel that he's immersed in his memories of the past. And on the next day, the stocking was filled to the very top. The mini drone, a new smartwatch, and a bunch of other stuff that I wanted at the time were all inside the stocking. At that moment, I truly believed there was magic in this world. Needless to say, you're well aware that the ones responsible for filling the stocking were his loving father and brother. But seeing that the stocking has been stored away for so long, magic like that probably hasn't happened to him again for a very long time. Why don't you try hanging up the stocking again next time? Maybe when the magic stocking that has been stored away sees the light of day once more, the magic it brings the next time will be even more interesting. Do you know about how its magic works? I don't know much about magic, but a stocking like this can definitely be filled with love. don't you try hanging up the stocking and see what happens? Marius pauses and smiles. Okay, I'll be looking forward to the magic that you bring. You, the treasure chest you said you were racing to open should all be here, right? Yep, it's time to get excited. There are a ton of goodies in here that will surprise you. Hehe, what if I dig up skeletons from your past? Then we'll have a laugh about it. It's a win-win. There are a lot of boxes. It looks like we have a lot of treasure chests to open. Haha, the greater the number of treasure chests, the more surprises we'll find. But remember to tell me if you're feeling tired. I'll be sure to tell you all about my past stories. Sure, then let's get started. Mary's bedroom. You're not sure if it's because of the happy memories Marius has recollected from going through his stuff, but he suddenly starts to hum. He looks to be really happy. He's even humming a famous classical piece. But why does it feel like he's a bit of pitch in some portions of the song? You're not mistaken. It's only been about 10 seconds and Marius is already repeating the same tune. The repeating tune becomes totally off-pitch. Unable to bear the pain any longer, you turn around and tap Marius on the nose. Stop that. The song is getting weirder and weirder. That's not how it goes. I can't help it. I'm limited by my unlimited talents. What are you talking about? You had it right at first, didn't you? Take a look at this. Marius hands you a stack of paper from over his shoulder. You're in shock after looking at them. These are numbered musical notations. If you tried learning music before, didn't you start with the staff? I got the stuff here. He moves a plastic container next to you. The shades on the left are numbered musical notations while the one on the right are staffs. The container is filled to the brim and contains the scores of nearly every famous piece. There are a lot of scores in here. You can spend 10 years practicing and you might still not be able to play them all well. Yep, even I don't have enough energy to support learning another art form. So all I could manage was to learn how to read the stuffs and the rest were still away. As for the numbered musical notations, I can read it, just not fluently. It doesn't sound as good as I like when I hum to it. You organize the scores and place them back into the container. You then push it back toward Marius with a smile on your face. So what if you're not fluent? Just pick it up again. Maybe we can both learn it together when we find the time. So you mean you want to relearn it with me? I learned a bit in the past, so I know the basics. Besides, of course I'd be happy to join you in doing something that you once loved. As your shoulders touch, the container is pushed between the two of you. And so the things you once loved are shared with you and turned into a new memory that belongs to you both. I am looking forward to that very much. Huh? There are also treasure chests in the studio? Of course, the studio is like my second home. I'm sure I'll find a lot of goodies here. Then I look forward to seeing them. I'll organize the oil paintings and the easels. I'll leave the sketches to you. Sure, but can I look around while I'm organizing them? Of course, remember to tell me if you find anything interesting. I want to reminisce about it with you. Hahaha, I'm even more excited now that you've seen that. Then let's get started. Marius Studio. Marius Studio is always very well organized. You frequent the studio and never notice anything peculiar. Your eyes widen in surprise as you see Marius take out a giant poster tube from behind the shelf like it's magic. You have a thing for collecting giant posters? I wouldn't say it's a thing, but this is something that has great sentimental value. I actually wanted to show you this for some time now. Unfortunately, I was busy and forgot about it. He places the poster tube that's nearly as tall as he is upright on the floor. After removing the lid, he pulls out the edge of one of the posters inside. Following Mary's movement, a heavy and high-quality poster is revealed from the tube and slowly opens. Look, I spent half a year on this. This is a solo art poster of a conceptual home in space. The poster is a conceptual design of life in space after a few millennia. The cosmic background, smart desks, and chairs display our advanced technology and creative special allocation and design. Not even mentioning the art technique, the imagination of futuristic life alone speaks volumes for Marius' inspirations. That's amazing! Why did you suddenly want to create a piece like this? I'll let you in on a little secret. This poster was designed for a movie. The director of the movie is an older classmate of mine at Florence. He needed someone to help him make a conceptual poster for the movie and came to me. I just so happened to be interested in making a science fiction piece at the time, so I agreed to his request. He smiles as he lays out the poster. The two of you gaze upon the futuristic city and the family space at the center of the poster. When I first started, I had a hard time with the concept of a fantasy household. My classmates' feedback on the first draft was that there was an abundance of science fiction, but not enough of the family elements. As I went into more editing, I wasn't able to make much improvement even after several drafts until I thought of you. Me? He gently smiles as he takes your hand and interlocks his fingers with yours. Your assistance represents the crucial elements of warmth and kindness in this family. Thinking about the memories of meeting, knowing and loving you, and imagining how to continue our lives together. The silhouette of my ideal future family begins to surface. I see. You tightly grip Maria's hand as you take another look at the poster. A new emotion rises up inside of you as you do. Why don't we go and see the movie together when it's in the theaters? With such an amazing promotional posters, I'm starting to get really excited about the movie. Of course, I'll be sure to reserve the best seats in the house. The beliefs that the artist has instilled into the poster resonate to your core. After all, his fond memories and anticipation of romance are the same as the things that you reminisce, cherish, and long for. Huh? There are also treasure chests in the studio? Of course, the studio is like my second home. I'm sure I'll find a lot of goodies here. Then I look forward to seeing them. I'll organize the oil paintings and the easels. I'll leave the sketches to you. Sure, but can I look around while I'm organizing them? Of course, remember to tell me if you find anything interesting. I want to reminisce about it with you. Haha, I'm even more excited now that you've seen that. Then let's get started. Marius Studio. Early in the morning, you and Marius have already decided on your individual tasks in your explorations of the studio. He will be taking care of the various old paintings and easels, whereas you will be in charge of the drawing papers and sketchbooks. What is this? You discover a sketchbook that looks to be new and come to a stop. Of the countless sketches of birds, sculptures, and scenery, this is the only one that has sketches of you. Actually, there are sketches of the two of you. In the first half of the sketchbook, you're always the one who drawn on the left and Marius is drawn on the right between the two pages. However, the pattern stops from a certain point. The sketches on both the left and right are now of the both of you. And in the final pages, they're all sketches of your small saloon. This is the development of our relationship. It seems like Marius overheard you with your whispers. He leans in to see what you're up to. But after seeing the sketchbook in your hand, he becomes slightly embarrassed and a faint blush can be seen on his face. I thought that when we first got together. He flips through the pages and shows you the parts of the two of you being separated on different pages. At that time, I was already content with just being next to you and being able to look into your eyes. I never thought that there would be so much more joy after being together. He flips to the first sketch of the both of you and stops. This is when you notice that the Marius in the picture is wearing the white suit from back then. I see. So starting from that day, you started placing the two of us on the same page in your sketches. Hugging, holding hands, kissing, side by side, foreheads touching, backs touching. The thick stack of sketches has recorded all the details of your life since that day. He remembers all the warmth that is easily overlooked and all the love that is easily forgotten. He even carefully recorded them and made them into a collection. But why are the later sketches only of me? As he flips to the last few pages, you can't help but ask this question. Because from that point on, you're all that's in my eyes. He extends his forefinger and gently touches your smile in the sketch. This is what happened when I also started anticipating more from you and hoping to gain more strength from your smile. Is that strange for me to start needing things from you when I've always hoped to become your support and shelter? Why would that be strange? You hold his finger that's pressed on the sketch and touch his face with your other hand. The steady and calm smile on his face at this moment is the support and shelter that you've always hoped to have. That's exactly what I hoped for.